Hey book friends, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to my September TBR. And so this month is extra fun, extra special. I love TBR games. I have a very fun, casual kind of TBR spinner game that I often play on my channel that I just love picking the books from. But one of my favorite people on BookTube, Becca, from Becca and the Books, is hosting her annual Bookopoly game. So she has this TBR game that she's had for a number of years. I've watched it for a number of years and I've loved it. It's just a really fun game to watch, and she has the whole board set up, and when she runs her readathons, she makes a special board which you can print out and all these things. So I have done that and I am going to play Becca's game. So obviously I will link Becca's channel down below. I will link her announcement video in case you are interested in participating. It is really very easy and it's very fun. And so I'm hoping for really good books this month. I'm probably going to roll about 5 times. I'm not sure. Usually when I play my TBR game, I tend to do it about like 7 times or aim for about like 7 books. But I think I'll do 5 just in case I roll doubles, which if you watch her videos, you know what I'm talking about. So obviously I'm just excited and I've been rambling a bit. And let's just hop into starting to play Bookopoly. So hi, my name is Angie. If you are new here, welcome. Welcome to my channel. If you've been coming for a while, welcome back. Like I said, we're gonna play Bookopoly, you guys. So I think I have mentioned everything I need to mention, so let's just hop into the game. Okay guys, so I have set up the board. It is so cute. I think she just does an amazing job. I love all her artwork and her creativity. Okay, so I'm gonna mix up my little cards here. I just made these. These are the chance cards, and I believe the chance cards have different book titles on the back. And I picked a number of those, and then the community shelf cards are the ones that are prompts. Okay, they're so cute and little. Okay, let's do the first roll. 7. 7. Oh, well, it's a good thing I shuffled them. The first roll is for chance. So let me pull up a chance card. And the first one is, there we go. It is Mad Ship. Oh my gosh, that's such a big book. Okay, I'll put that to the first one. Okay, you guys, you saw my first roll and I landed on a chance square and I pulled Mad Ship, which was just makes me laugh because it's such a big book. It is the second book in the Live Ship Trader series, which I am currently reading the first one, which is called Ship of Magic, but I'm like 700 pages in. I'm going to finish it any day now, and so I will definitely be ready to pick up the second book. And it just made me laugh when this was my first roll because it's another huge book. These books are so big. This one's 900 pages. So I've been really enjoying this series so far. It is about a world where there is wizard wood, which is a special kind of wood that when it is used to build a ship, and how it works is that after 3 generations in the same family have died on the ship, then the ship becomes alive, and it becomes a live ship, and it has like its own personality and feelings and thoughts. It's like a person in a ship. And so that is really the basis of this trilogy, and we're following a specific family that owns a live ship. We're following a pirate. There are sea serpents involved. It is really fun. It's a very engrossing book. I've enjoyed it. I'm really connected to the characters, but it's also fairly quick-paced. Quick-paced for Robin Hobb, but so far, so good. So I'm excited that this one is the first one that Bookopoly picked for me. So let's go back to the game and see what happens with my second roll. Okay guys, roll number 2. 9. 9. Okay, this says favorite trope. Okay, let me go pick a book and get back to you with that. Okay guys, so you saw that I got favorite trope, and I had to think about that for a second. I'm still working on like what I love in books, but there is one thing that I absolutely love in books no matter what, and that is a school setting, magic school setting in particular. And so that brings me to this book. So this is Exile, the second book in the Keeper of the Lost Cities series. and it's by Shannon Messenger, and I really enjoyed the first one. This is a middle grade fantasy series about a girl named Sophie who grew up in the human world but then soon found out that she actually was an elf, and she got brought into the elvish world and she joined the school there and she's learning about her powers, but there's some unique things about Sophie that she doesn't understand and that like the elders of the elvish society also don't understand, so there's some intrigue and mystery there. And the first book was just really fun, so I'm excited to pick up the second one, and I'm glad it's now on my TBR. But look at this. These are two pretty big books, so I'm hoping that they get a little smaller as we go. So let's go back to the board. Okay, I'm back now. So roll number 3, 5. Emoji. Okay, that's really fun. I think that's a random emoji prompt generator of some sort. I'll flip the camera around and we'll do that and pick a book. Okay, so the next square I landed on was the emoji square. So that made me pick up a random emoji generator prompt on my phone, which I have here. And so I'm gonna run it and I'll screenshot it and put it up on the screen so you can see what I'm seeing. So let's pull it up. Okay, badminton. That was quick. That just kind of caught me off guard. I thought it was gonna like run through things, but I mean, it's kind of a game. I could do game. Game is fun. Let me pick something for that. Okay guys, so I looked on my shelves and I was like, couldn't think of a game book, and then I saw the Inheritance Games books, the first and second, which I have on my shelves, and the third one is coming out on August 30th, so after this video, but before September. And I'm so excited. I pre-ordered it. I never pre-order books, so I am putting the final gambit on my TBR for September for this prompt. I am so jazzed. You guys, I've talked nonstop about this series this year because I started reading it in the spring and then I kind of immediately bought the second book, and it's about this girl named Avery. And Avery is kind of down on her luck, poor, living with her sister, living out of her car, and then she finds out that she has inherited a bunch of money from this rich billionaire, and she just has to go to the will reading. So she goes and she's expecting kind of some money, but she finds out that she has been given his entire estate, like everything. But there are some stipulations, being that she has to live in the house for a year and his grandsons are still going to be living there. And so she does. She moves into the house and she is now this heiress to a bunch of money. But what is really fun about these books is the puzzles. You guys, I love them for the puzzles. If you like books like Knives Out or Clue or anything like that, where there are puzzles and mazes and riddles and things like that, you will love this book, because that's kind of what this eccentric man left her and his grandsons to try and figure out what's going on. Like, why did he leave all this money to her? So the final gambit, it's going to be so good, so good. So that was my third roll. And I'm pretty sure I already mentioned this, but I'm thinking of only doing 5 rolls. That's pretty reasonable for me. Oh no, I shouldn't have said that, because there's a double. A doubles in Becca's Bookopoly game means that you get an extra roll. And I always watch her videos and I always really feel for her, but that's okay. 6 rolls, we're gonna do 6 rolls, but let me do the 12 first. 12, so that's a community shelf book. Okay, so I will pull up one of these blue cards, which I believe are prompts. Yep, focus, there we go. It says first in a series video. Okay, I'll go look for a book and I'll come back. Okay guys, you saw I landed on a community shelf square, which was really fun. And when I was making the board, I was like, oh, I'm probably gonna make all these cards and I'll never land on the square, but I've landed on now a chance and now a community shelf. And the prompt I got was first in a series video. So I made a video early in the year where I was focused on books that are first in a series. Like, I want to start these series. I've heard a lot about them. A lot of the series were fantasy. And so I looked back at the video to see what I still had left. And luckily I have Jade City, which I have here. It's by Fonda Lee, and it's a very popular book, at least on the fantasy booktuber channels. And it sounds really good. It sounds like it is about this world where jade is magical, or it brings like magical abilities or enhances magical abilities, but historically it was kind of found with only certain people, and now it's kind of expanded the use. And it just sounds really interesting, like it's causing these like family feuds or wars between families based on Jade. I'm actually not that sure, but it's a first in the series and I wanted to get to it, and actually even better, it's a book that I'm already planning on buddy reading with my sister. It was on our September list, so I was really happy that that card came up and I could pick Jade City because I'm already planning on reading it. I would have had to read it anyway, so I'm glad I got it on my Bookopoly TBR. Okay, so this will be roll number 5. 10. Okay, that's good. Okay, this says a less than 300 page book, so a small book. Okay guys, less than 300. Awesome. I needed something short. Then I realized I don't have that many books that are short. So I looked over, especially my thrillers. I feel like my thrillers have a chance of being shorter, and so I did find one. I found this one, Behind Closed Doors by B.A. Paris. I honestly don't know that much about it. I know it is a kind of a domestic thriller. I feel like it's an older book, but a lot of people love this book. I'm just gonna look now. 2016. I tend to not want to know too much about my thrillers, but I think it's about this married couple that seemingly have a perfect life, but things are different behind closed doors. That's all I really want to know. So I have a good thriller on my list now. So last roll, hopefully last roll, because of the double, and I hope I don't get another double. So let's roll and see what happens. All right, last roll. Hopefully it's my last roll. Yes, it's my last roll. Another 10. 10. Published or set between the year 2000 and 2019. Oh man, okay, I'm gonna go look for something and then I will come back with a book. Okay, I did not get a double, so that is the end of my rolls for Bookopoly, which was just really fun. I really enjoyed it. So my last prompt though was a book that was published or set between the years of 2000 and 2019. And so I had a number of books that I could pick, and I was looking at my stack and I did not have any historical fiction on my stack yet, so I wanted to pick one up. And so I picked up My Dear Hamilton. It's a novel of Eliza Hamilton's story. So she was married to Alexander Hamilton, and we all know his role in American history and his famous duel and all of that. But I like that this is told from her point of view, like her role in his like unique and famous life. And so I'm really interested in this. I've been interested in picking this up for a while, and so this was just calling to me. So I thought I would add a historical fiction to my TBR. So let me hold up my TBR. It looks a little bit bigger than I probably will be able to handle, to be honest, but I will do my best. And so here is my stack. And I also have the Final Gambit, which you can imagine on top because I'll be getting that in the mail shortly. Final Gambit one was for the emoji of the badminton of the game, and then I have Mad Ship, which was a chance card. I have Keeper of the Lost Cities, which is a favorite trope of magic school setting, and then I have Behind Closed Doors, a book less than 300 pages. Jade City was a first in a series off of a community shelf card, and then My Dear Hamilton, which was a book published between 2000 and 2019. So you guys, I am super excited. That is a really fun TBR. I just love when I see that my TBRs tend to cover all the genres I love, because then I can kind of mood read my way through my TBR, if you will. So that is my Bookopoly TBR. I've always wanted to play her game. I always enjoy watching her game. She looks like she has so much fun when she plays it. So I'm super excited she opened this up to all of us. Let me know down below if you are also participating, or if you're not, do it. Go check out her announcement video. Becca is fantastic. I really enjoy her channel. But anyway, that's what I have for this video. Like it if you found it fun, subscribe if you want to, and otherwise I'll see you guys in the next book video. All right guys, take care.